Welcome. This is going to be the Configuring Options movie for setting up the UMC theme. In this video, we're going to go over how to customize the appearance of your theme, such as the tagline, the header image, how to assign the menus to your theme, what plugins to activate and the plugins that we provide, and what plugin you'll need in order to take most advantage of different widgetized areas that we have in the theme. Okay, so starting out with customizing the theme, such as the site title and tagline. So right now, if we go back here, you'll see that we are in the Utah 2014 theme. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and switch over to the UMC theme here and activate that. Now you might see that we have a child theme activated for that. And what we might be using that for, and pretty standard, is to be able to separate some of the custom code that we have for your site from the UMC theme itself. Now if you are setting this up yourself, if we've handed off the theme to you, I would highly recommend that you use our UMC theme, child theme, to separate that from the core UMC theme, and that way you'll be able to still receive updates and get all those changes, and any of the changes that you have made will be safely saved in your UMC theme child. Alright, so we've gone ahead and activated the UMC theme. So one thing to know is that when you activate a new theme, you are going to lose the assignment of your menus, your navigation menus. So we've got the header, what would be called like a primary or global menu, and the footer menu. See, if we refresh this page, well, it actually still has that. Sometimes you might see, since I have already done this switch, it recognizes them now. But you might see that you'll lose the location and it'll just be a list of items. The way to reassign that, if you do lose it, is you're going to go ahead and go to Appearance, Menus, and then we're going to go to Manage Locations. And this is where you assign where that is. So where's your primary menu? You choose the one that you've created as your primary menu. The footer menu, you choose that one and go ahead and save the changes. Now, for creating the menus, if this is your first time setting up the site or whatnot, you are going to want to create those menus. What you can do is select Create a New Menu, and here it'll list some of your most recent pages, all your pages, and then you can also go ahead and just create your own custom links. Say you have an external link that you'd like to be part of the header menu or the footer menu, you can do that and just add to menu. And you can rearrange if, say, you want to add a sub menu item, then you can do this with a page as well. All you have to do to make that a drop down is that. Now with this theme, we just support one drop-down item. We don't have a tertiary drop-down item. That's good to know. And say you don't want that, you can go ahead and just choose Remove. So we're going to save that menu and we're all set up. Now just as editing that primary menu, you can do the exact same thing for the footer menu. Once again, you're just selecting a menu to edit, select, and now we're in the footer navigation and you can edit that as well. And these top pages will just be kind of the headings for those areas. And then if we go ahead, say we want to add another sub item. Oh, look, it still remembers that. Okay, so we'll add that to the menu. We'll put that under Home and save the menu. It is not recommended at all to do the auto add pages, add new top level pages to this menu, as you might change those and some you may not actually want to display in the menu. It's recommended to just create your own menu structure. So we save that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the site, do a reload. Okay, there's our submenu item. All right. Okay, so say you want to go ahead and change this background image up here, and maybe you want to change the site title and tagline. So the top part will be the title, the bottom part would be the tagline. The place you're going to go to do that is also under Appearance and then Current Theme Options right here. So we're going to click on that. And you'll see we've got general options, university header, university footer, social, and feeds. These are just the different sections that would hyperlink to that area. So we want to change that header image. We've got a list of different header images to choose from. Right now we're using this red. Let's do something kind of funky. Do this art one right here. Or multiple computer screens. And then also in the university footer, by default we have the Imagine You logo, which you can see right here. If you have a department specific image, you can do that. You can also take this off, and then you're just going to copy the relative URL for that image path and paste that into here. So here is you can change your address, department address, Google Analytics tracking code. Now, so for this CIS and UMail icons, you can choose to show or hide. Let's say we want to show. Let's look at, and then the social feeds. By default, we just have all the University of Utah ones, and most likely you'll be good with those. So we saved those changes. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so we've got that new header, and now we've got the CIS and UMail logo. You can see all of that right there. Now, say you want to change that tagline and header, but where you're going to go for that is to the Customize, so under Appearance, Customize. And that's right here, the site title and tagline. So say I want to take off that UMC bit, I'm going to delete that and save and publish. You'll see over here when we refresh the page, it's made that update. You can also choose to not have the tagline. We save and publish that. You'll see right here, there is not public. Now, the way this is set up, and most likely you have this, but this is the first time, you're going to want to create a page that's going to be your home page. And that's what I've done, is just create a page called Home and select that and save it as your front page. That would all be saved. Now, one cool little thing with this new UMC theme is the way we're doing the header here. So I'm going to have to skinny this up a little bit to see. Right now we don't have tons of content. You might see later is when you scroll down, you'll start to get this headline right here. Now it's a little hard to see all this as we're logged in right now, but that is pretty nice. Nice little addition. Okay, so we've got the header image changed out, we've got the tagline changed, and we configured our different options. Now we're going to go take a look at activating the plugins, and the plugins really extend the functionality of your site and what you can do. So if we go ahead and go to plugins, install plugins, we'll see this list of plugins. Now the first one you're going to want to have to be able to take advantage of the different plugins that we have created to extend the theme is this custom sidebars plugin. If you don't already have that activated, you can upload that to the plugins directory. If we've provided this theme to you all in one package with all the plugins, Or you can also go online and find this. So if you go to Add New and looked for the Custom Sidebars plugin, let's take a look for that. Alright, and you'll see right here, this is the Custom Sidebars plugin by UMCtheme Dev. This is what we'll use to be able to add more functionality to our sidebar / widgetized areas. Okay, so say you've got that custom sidebars plugin activated. We're going to take a look at all of the ones that we have created here with UMC is going to be the Utah dash and then the name of the plugin. And these really extend the functionality of your theme. They're not necessary, but they really do add a lot, and you can do so much more with these plugins. I would recommend going ahead and activating all of the Utah dash plugins, because these will once again be able to really extend the theme, and it doesn't hurt if you have them activated. It just means that you already have them ready to go in where we go to Appearance Widgets. So in another video, we're going to talk about how templates work, how sidebars and widgets work, and dive into a lot more of using that custom sidebars plugin and our widgets. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much, and hopefully you now know how to configure the options on your theme and be all set up.